On Saturday, the 25th of Dhul Qa'dah, the Prophet started his journey to Mecca. He put on his ihram at Dhul Hulayfa, along with more than 100,000 Muslims, raising their voices in Talbiyah. لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك
كأنني برسول الله مرتديا ملابس الطهر بين الناس كالقمر ملبيا رافعا كفيه في وجل لله في
Before entering Mecca, the Prophet spent the night at the Tawaf. Then, on Sunday morning, the 4th of Dhul Hijjah, he entered Mecca. On reaching the sacred Grand Mosque, he performed ablution, did his Umrah Tawaf, and prayed 2 rak'ahs behind the shrine. During Tawaf, he touched the black stone and kissed it only once. He then did the ritual of Sa'i, or walking between Safa and Marwa, and remained in Ihram because he was doing the Qarin type of Hajj, where Umrah and Hajj are performed with one Ihram. On the day of At-Tarwiyah, which is the 8th day of Dhul Hijjah, the Prophet, peace be upon him, started his Hajj rituals by moving to Mina, where he prayed Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, Isha, and Fajr. When the sun rose after dawn prayer, the Prophet set off from Mina to Arafah. At noon, he reached Arafah, where he combined Dhuhr and Asr prayers and shortened them. Then he pleased the souls of the believers with a sermon of great meanings and an eloquent style. Hence after, he kept praying to his Lord until sunset. After sunset, the Prophet, peace be upon him, with Osama sitting behind him on his camel, moved to Muzdalifah, where they prayed both Maghrib and Isha in combination and in a shortened manner before they put themselves to sleep. After dawn prayer, the Prophet rode his camel Al-Qaswa again and stood at Al-Mash'ar al-Haram and kept supplicating to his Lord, the Almighty, till after sunrise. Then he moved to Mina with Al-Fadl bin Abbas, may Allah be pleased with him, riding behind him. When the Prophet, peace be upon him, arrived at Mina, he threw 7 pebbles at the largest Aqaba, saying, Allah is the greatest, with each pebble. Then he slaughtered his sheep and shaved his head, so the people raced, all hoping to win a hair from his honorable head. Then Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, perfumed the Prophet before he went to the sacred Grand Mosque and performed Tawaf al-Ifada. Then he returned to Mina and stayed there for 3 days, called At-Tashriq days, during each of which the Prophet, after noon times, threw pebbles at the 3 Jamarats. The Prophet, peace be upon him, was never asked about advancing or deferring any of the rites of the 10th day of Dhul Hijjah, but would reply, do, and there is nothing wrong with it. After throwing the pebbles of the 3rd day, the Prophet went to Al-Muhassab, where he prayed Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, and Isha. Then he had a short nap, after which he went to the sacred Grand Mosque, where he did his farewell tawaf before going back to Madina.
طاهر عطري
حياكم الله. Welcome brothers and sisters. Bismillah, let's enjoy the library and the